Kung Pido, pag-usapan natin yung Constituent Assembly.
Tama po.
Yung Section 1, wala namang nakasaad dito na Congress convening into a Constituent Assembly. Di ba may principle in law na kung it's not included, then it's deemed excluded. So wala namang nakasaad. Ang sinasabi lang dito, may be proposed, number 1, the Congress upon a vote of 3/4 of all its members. So ibig sabihin, walang pinag-uusapan dito na Constituent Assembly, walang pinag-uusapan dito na voting separately. Pwede nga ito, referendum lang eh. Like for example, if you have proposal to amend the Constitution, palagay ko naman economic provision and some other provisions, ay pwede talaga yan yung Congress voting as 3/4, no? I mean, sabihin na lang natin, okay, i-assume natin, ayaw mag-participate ng Senado, o di 0 vote ang Senado, 24, 0. We are only proposing. We are not making a law na pwedeng voting separately. We are only proposing to the people. We are making proposals. Like for example, sabi nila, unconstitutional yan. You think the Supreme Court will act, isi-certiorari yung House of Representatives? Wala naman decision yan kung hindi. Mayroon bang proposal na isi-certiorari?
Ngayon, si Edsel Lagman is now saying that kumbaga hindi sanction ng konstitusyon yung sinasabi niyang gagawin ng Senado at ng House of Representatives. So let's see whether this will be considered as justifiable controversy or a political questions that, should be within the ambit of the House and the Senate or Congress. So yan, Manong Butch. But I totally agree with you that when Congress calls for Constituent Assembly, hindi naman kailangan yung physical convening na talagang merong, kumbaga, nagsisession, magkasabay yung dalawang kapulungan.
Pwede ngang referendum lang. It's just like, okay, ngayon sa People's Initiative, you're asking the people, sang-ayon ba kayo na ganito, ganito? O hindi ganun din yung mga congressmen. They are representative of the people. Ba't kailangan pa na People's Initiative? Hindi yung congressmen na lang ang tanongin, sang-ayon ba kayo sa ganitong proposal? So pag nakuha na nyo yung...
Sa People's Initiative kasi, Manong, ang proposal ngayon
limited lang eh.
A one-liner proposal.
Yun na nga, which is...
to propose a joint voting. Ito yung siguro frustration na rin to, Manong Butch, ng taong bayan kung saan sa hinabahaba ng panahon, alam ko mas matagal ka sa akin sa Kongreso, naalala mo since 8 Congress, meron call for charter change, pero pagdating sa Senado, hindi iniintindi. But the 18th and 19th Congress was successful in pushing for economic charter change. Naipasa po sa 18th Congress and sa 19th Congress, na-transmit sa Senado at inupuan lang ng Senado. So ito na yung frustration kasi dahil nga nagkaroon doon ng infirmities, procedural infirmities and ambiguity sa interpretation on how to vote, whether jointly or separately. And right now, yung taong bayan, gumalaw na.
Yeah.
Sabi nila, dapat jointly talaga upang hindi magkaroon ng deadlock at hindi naman masayang yung effort ng House of Representatives doon sa babago ng ating konstitusyon, especially yung pangangailangan na talagang dapat baguhin sa ating konstitusyon.
Sa totoo lang, itong Section 1 na sinasabi natin, maliwanag naman talaga, just like what I said, wala namang nakasaad dito sa Section 1, convening itself into a Constituent Assembly. Simple lang. The Congress, upon a vote of 3/4 of its members, can propose an amendment. Kailangan we should differentiate the bill being passed into law and then proposal to the amendment. Ang proposal, hindi nagde-decide po yung Congress. Kung hindi nagpo-propose lang. And at the end of the day, ang nagdi-decide ay yung taong bayan. Anyway, kagabi naman nag-text sa akin si Speaker about his statement that he's glad that open sila sa economic provisions na aamindahan. At the end of the day, it started by all these things was started by the Speaker. Si Speaker, before the end of the session last year, ay talagang nagsalita that there is really a need to amend the Constitution. Yan ang may political will. Siguro natakot yung mga senador dahil kung babasahin mo talaga dito, wala naman sinasabing convening into a constituent assembly. Wala naman nakalagay dyan. The fact na pumayag ang mga senador ng economic provision, I take off my hat kay Speaker Martin Romualdez. Ito ay initiative ng House through the leadership of Martin Romualdez. At kailangan mabago yung saligang batas as far as economic provision is concerned para gumanda ang buhay ng ating mga kababayan.
Yes.
May sinasabi si Kong Pido. Kong Pido, go ahead po.
Well, I totally agree with Manong Butch that this is really the effort and the political will of Speaker Martin Romualdez. Biruin mo, kung hindi pa na-threaten ulit yung mga senador dito sa move ng People's Initiative, ay hindi pa gagalaw. Kasi syempre, their very existence was threatened again by this move, proposal, the People's Initiative, dahil dito talaga it proposed for a joint voting. Ako naman, I totally agree that it should be joint voting because pursuant to our democratic system of government and in essence of equal representation, dapat naman talaga ang Senado at ang House members they have an equal voting. One vote for each member because as a component of a constituent assembly, you are no longer representing your respective districts or senator at large, but you are considered as a component of a constituent assembly representing now the general interest and welfare of the Filipino people. Wala nang senador doon, wala nang congressman doon.
Ibig sabihin, Kong Pido, ibig sabihin yan, kapag nakonvene tayo as Constituent Assembly, iba naman yan. Iba naman yan sa mga sessions natin as congressmen, di ba? Iba yan eh.
Well, tama, you are not wielding your ordinary legislative power, but if nag-convene or if you're proposing amendment or revising the constitution, you're exercising your constituent power. That is what you call constituent power. Talagang binusisi ko, kailan pa ba ito nag-start? Alam mo, 8 Congress pa pala ito nag-start. So, since 8 Congress, meron ng mga proposal at talagang inuupuan lang ng Senado. Ngayon, sad to say, kung hindi pa pinatawag o kinausap ni Presidente, hindi nagkalaw dito sa economic amendments. And nagpapasalamat tayo dahil lang nagcha-champion talaga nito ay si Speaker Martin Romualdez. And that is what you call political will.
Tingnan mo naman, napaka-diplomatic ng ating Speaker. Sa statement niya, I support the economic resolution led by Senate President Zubiri. Ayan, sinusuportahan niya. Total, economic provisions naman yan. I'm sure that it's the same as the economic provisions na gagawin natin. So,
alam mo,
at the end of the day, pag nagkasundo na yan, idiretso na yan sa plebisito. Palagay ko isasabay na yan sa 2025 elections.
Balik tayo doon sa trinabaho ng Kongreso na kung saan si Manong Benny, si Manong Butch has long been there. At talagang we cannot discount their effort in pushing for this meaningful constitutional change.
Ano mangyayari?
And we want to put this on record na hindi yung Senado. Kasi ngayon, na pinapalabas nila sa kanilang press statement, nakita ko ngayon, pagbukas ko ng TV, parang sila na yung nagcha-champion ng economic charter change.
Yun na nga
Ayoko na maging senador.
Yun na nga, they want to steal the thunder from the House of Representatives. Hindi naman tama yun. Hindi naman tama yun.
Partner, pagka
Sana
pag-
hindi na nag-press con.
pag the senators now will be running as regional representatives, yun, mag-join na ako.
So yun. So,
Partner.
yan.
Pinapainit mo yung ulo ng mga senador?
Yaman.
Anyway. Muna, economic muna yung pag-uusapan natin. Ikaw talaga.
So ano mangyayari dito, Kong Pido? Tuloy ang People's Initiative, sabi niyo po ni.
Sabi ko,
ninyo.
ako bilang isa sa nag-advocate nito,
Mhm.
nung tinanong ako ng ating mga volunteers, the NGOs, and even civic organizations, sabi ko, tuloy lang po tayo. Kasi iba
Tuloy.
naman yung proseso ng Constituent Assembly, iba naman yung proseso ng People's Initiative, at iba naman yung ating tinatalakay dito sa
So-
People's Initiative.
So
So,
kumbaga,
tutuloy namin to. Ako sa Albay, magsusumiti kami ng mga pirma sa respective election officers para ito ay ma-verify at ma-certify ng ating mga election officers. Same thing, pag tinatanong ako sa ibang probinsya, sabi ko, ituloy nyo lang dahil yan rin ang ating hangarin na for all, we, raise that procedural infirmities and ambiguities sa pagbutuhan pagdating ng Constituent Assembly, because I truly believe dapat talaga joint voting yan, hindi joint separate voting.
Kong Pido, can you, for the information, at least kailangan natin talaga ng information drive sa ating mga kababayan. For the information, pwede ba bang basahin yung one-liner na proposal ng taong bayan?
Pero hindi ko mabasa, but I still have it in my mind. Article 17, Section 1 of the 1987 Constitution, it says the proposal, Congress, by a vote of 3/4 of all its members, voting jointly. Yan yung proposal.
ganun lang kaigsi.
Voting jointly upon the call of the Senate President or the House of Representatives. May kadugtong pa pala. So yan yung proposal. So when you speak of calling for a Constituent Assembly, ang gumiikot ngayon na pirma, signature campaign para sa People's Initiative, ang proposal ay Congress, by a vote of 3/4 of all its members, voting jointly upon the call of the Senate President or the House of Representatives. Bakit to pinanukala ito? Ito nga ho yung nangyayari kung saan every time there is a approved proposal ng House of Representatives at itinransmit sa Senado yung proposed amendment, tinatawag akong dead-on arrival palagi. Dahil inuupo ang palagi. Ayaw naman pagbotohan, ayaw naman i-discuss doon sa Senado. The once and for all, ang akin dyan is no one house, not the Senate, not the House of Representatives, should frustrate the effort of the other house in introducing or proposing this meaningful change or amendment in the Constitution. Kasi kung palaging ganon, ipo-frustrate nila because of that ambiguity sa pagbotohan, talagang wala. Parang 10 commandments na itong ating 1987 Constitution. Hindi na ito mababago.
Kong Pido,
Nakasulat na ito sa bato.
Kong Pido, gusto ko lang liwanagin, ha? You say voting jointly. When you say voting jointly, do they have to convene? Will it be convened in a joint session?
Ganun
Kasi,
na ho ang mangyayari.
ano rin yan?
Joint session na. Parang yung pag-lift or pag-sustain ng declaration of martial law, voting jointly rin yun. So we have a joint session or
But what
session.
if the senators will not agree to a joint session? Malabo
Hindi,
pa
kasi-
rin yan. I would rather stick to the original provision ng Constitution.
Manong Butch, ang sabi doon, upon the call of the Senate President or the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Meaning anyone can call for a vote. Kung ayaw nila mag-participate, walang problema as long as we attain the forced vote.
Tama.
Upon
Bahala
the
sila sa
call.
buhay nila.
Upon the call of the Senate President or the Speaker of the House of Representatives. So any
Yeah.
leader from both
Yeah,
houses
sa
of
akin.
Congress
Oo.
can call for a vote.
Upon the call, what if they will not participate?
There's no problem. Kasi alam mo,
No problem.
if they did not participate, then
Eh.
that is their loss. Wala.
Eh.
Kumbaga, they did not they did deliberately
I-reward natin yan.
kawalan nila yon. Kawalan nila.
Upon the call of the Speaker or the Senate President, upon the call of the Speaker and the Senate President, a joint session should ensue immediately. Dapat yun ang gagawin natin.
Hindi, kasi ang
Kapartner,
nakasaad
yun
na
na yung
doon,
nakalagay.
joint voting
Yun na yung nakalagay sa proposal eh.
Ang nakasaad na doon, joint voting. And
Oo, yun na
there
yung
are
nakalagay.
two provisions in the Constitution that calls for a joint voting. One is yung sa martial law and the other is the existence of war.
Oo.
Ngayon, doon sa provisions ng joint voting,
Right.
it calls always for a joint session. Ginawa na natin yan nung panahon ni
That
President
is true.
Duterte.
That is true, but dapat klaruhin talaga yan na either the Speaker or the Senate President
Can call.
will call for a joint session, and immediately the House of Representatives and the Senate should immediately convene the joint assembly. Kasi kung hindi mo ilalagay yan, vague yan, sabihin nila, we will not participate.
But just the same, if there is a valid call from
Bahala sila.
either houses of Congress, then if they did not participate deliberately, sa tingin ko kawalan nila yan.
Anyway,
Totoo yan. But why make it vague kung pwede naman natin gawing very clear?
klaro. Yung
Klaro.
hindi na subject for
Upon the call
interpretation.
of the Senate President, the Speaker, the Senate President and the Speaker, the Congress shall immediately convene.
Yeah, alright. Tama naman. Kaso lang,
Iklaro
naikot na
lang.
natin, tapos
Iklaro
na kami
natin.
magpapirma.
Nasubmit na eh.
Mahirap,
Nasubmit na
mahirap.
sa tao eh.
Tapos na eh.
Mahirap
Okay
ulitin.
na eh. Wala nang problema
Pero
eh.
sa akin
then,
it's not susceptible. Sa akin, not susceptible to any interpretation because as you know, when I refer to the two provisions in the Constitution that calls for a joint session, it only speaks of jointing. So,
Anyway, sige.
so,
Mahaba.
ganyan. So, pero ang malinaw dito, Manong Boots, kayo na rin nagsabi, bilang elder statesman, talagang ito ay ang nag-champion nito, si Speaker Martin Romualdez. Kasi maling-mali yung lumalabas ngayon sa mga balita na akala mo sila na yung champion ng economic charter change. Yung lahat ng effort ng House of Representatives parang nawala.
36 years na yan, ha?
Natakot lang sila, partner. Natakot sila kasi maliwanag naman yung saligang batas. Congress with 3/4 votes, it did not mention anything about Constituent Assembly. It did not mention anything about a joint session. Wala naman eh. Ang binanggit lang doon ay vote. 3/4 votes of all the members of Congress. Pwede nga yan, referendum voting eh.